2 years ago, I remember vividly where how I opened my email and I saw a login alert from a country I have never been to. By the time I figure out what happened to me as a person, someone else has already been inside my email account carrying out his own enterprise. Now, I want you to picture a young lady that is just building her career, getting her LinkedIn hacked. It started when she clicked a fake job offer opportunity, and that was how her LinkedIn got hacked. Then the person who sent this fake employment link was also sending it to a connection because he has gained access, pretending to be the same person. And I want you to know that this is not kind of a genius hacking system or practice. This probably started with one weak reuse password. I'm going to show you exactly how fast a weak password gets cracked using a free tool that shows it in real time. And you're also going to check your own password with me, because getting hacked does not just cost only you as a person looking at me. It costs the people who trust you, who trust your name, who trust your brand, who trust what you are building online. You hear that clearly now. Right now, you probably use the same one or two password for everything. Now I want you to imagine the opposite. Every account has its own password. Checking them only takes few seconds, and you never wake up to find out that you've been hacked. That is not that you are being careful. It's just that you've been 10 minutes ahead of those who did not bother to carry out this. Here is the honest part. It is not the hack himself that hurts. It is what happens after the messages that have been sent in your name that hurt the most, because trust is being broken. People who you have not met, who does not really know you, you break their trust, you break their heart. That is why this matter more than ever. Hackers are not guessing password by hands anymore. What used to take years to crack now takes minutes. If your password haven't been changed, maybe you've been using one particular password for years, that simply means your risk factor has not yet changed. And I hope it will not happen to you before you get to learn. I thought I was careful as a person. I just will use a version of the same password across few sites, because remembering 10 different passwords feel exhausting. Then bam, my Facebook was hacked. It took me 72 hours to get it recovered. And I remember how someone was able to, I can't even imagine how someone bypassed my authenticator. And I think that was due to the fact that I clicked a link and my email was hacked. Right away, I quickly get it sorted. That was the moment I stopped thinking password as an annoying formality, and I started thinking of them as a front door to my entire digital life. One way password is often the only thing standing between your identity and a stranger. And this is not about being bad with tech. Even careful people get hit, like hard. Now, here is where the LinkedIn story gets worse and shows why this is not just about you. LinkedIn feels safe, professional. That is exactly why hacker loves it. This lady was only looking for a job opportunity and he clicked a link, unknowing to her it was a fake employment link. This person was able to use that link to compromise her password, impersonate her, and started fooling her connections around and speaking naturally as if it was the same lady, and her connection as well fell victim. I could remember the same link was sent to me and I feel, oh, something is wrong with this. I needed to carry out some background check and I realized it was something wrong. By the time she got her account back, the damage was not just us only to fix. It was every person who trusted a message that never came from her. When your account gets hacked, you are not just the victim for a while. You become the weapon. So I want us to fix this right now so you don't become a weapon that will be used against others. If you are new here, this channel is your shortcut to actually figuring out how to work and study and travel abroad. Get your visa sorted, grow as a person, and use tech and AI the smart way, not flop, just what actually was. If that sounds like what you need, hit the subscribe button now, because the next video may actually be the answer you've been looking for years or for ages, or for that particular dear solution you want to have. Here is the free tool that would have shown me as a person exactly how weak my password was before it was too late. It is called Password Monster. Now I want us to go into the screen as I show you live on my screen. Let's get started. So whatever browser you're using, all you just need to do is to open your browser, and once you open your browser, you just come to, so it could be Chrome, it could be Firefox, it could be Edge. So I'm using Google Chrome. You just search for the word password must. Now this very first one here, this particular one here, you click on it. So the moment you click on it, let me take show password. So whatever we want to do here, you see, take the password test. Don't simply change ES for blah, blah, all those stuff. Another thing, your password are never stored. So your password are not stored. You just have to know that. So a very quick one, don't be among people who use their name as their password. If for instance, I can say something like this, or you now say 1, 2, 3, that's not password. You can see within 0 seconds, it will. Even if for instance, you now put a special character, it does not work. Or I'm using at, maybe I'm using at Abraham for instance, at Omojo. Omojo is my surname. It's still yet not advisable. Although when you look at it, fantastic, using this password makes you secure. Someone can easily guess this based on the fact that this is my name. You understand? So it is advisable you use special character. You understand? You use something unique, and your password, look at it here, it should contain lowercase, uppercase, number, and symbol. And this particular one does not. So this will give you an insight when you are able to check your password with this. Let's just say, for instance, you use for me as so, but it just you trying something. You could try other stuff. Look for instance now. Uh, you can see. So you can just try something you know that you will be able to remember to have a password. And trust me, if you're able to do this, your password will be secure. You can see 144 trillion years to break, review, and also that's just how this simply works. So go try out every password you'll be using to know how secure it is if you are safe as a person on the digital space, so that your password is not vulnerable. You get. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Now you see same effort to type completely different level of protection. That is the whole video right there. And you see the differences of what we'll be able to get. Now I want to encourage you, check every password you use on Password Monster. It is free, no sign up, it does not save your password. And never reuse password across critical account. Use long paraphrase, 4 or more random words over short clever ones. Turn on two-factor authentication everywhere it's offered, especially on your email and login. You heard me. And if you ever get hacked, on the spot, quickly change your password immediately. Check your recovery email and phone number if it has not yet been changed. And review your sent messages and post one clear warning messages across your contacts. Now, I want you to drop a comment and tell me, did your password come out back weak or strong? Are you among those that use names as password? What happens to me and what happens to that young lady on LinkedIn started with one weak password nobody bothered to check. This channel is becoming a home for a real talk on tech, AI, working and living and studying abroad, figuring out how you become a better person. And if this journey sounds like what you want to be on and what you are looking for, subscribe now so that we can enjoy this journey together. As the next video is going to be a solution you are looking for.